Hi guys, it's Jen here doing my Project Life Process video. I apologize that this is 3 days late. I've started trying to use a new program instead of iMovie, and I'm having a lot of new program problems. I finally thought I had it going yesterday, and the whole program crashed when I walked away for a little while, and I lost everything. And so, yeah, that was the end of my patience for that particular day. So today I'm just back in iMovie, which, while it drives me crazy, I can use fairly quickly most of the time when it's cooperating and getting this out to you. So right now you can just see I was laying out photos and I'm picking cards. I'm only going to show you just one side of this layout today, and then I'm going to show you the other side next weekend. And I in fact haven't done the other side yet, but I had both weeks printed, and so I thought I would do them, lay them out like this at the same time. So I'll probably show you this part again next week really quickly. So I'm just using cards out of my stash. I believe those top two ones that are going to be my date cards are actually from Hip Kit. They're left over from their kits. And then the rest of them, most of the rest of the ones that I'm using here in the middle, the 3x4s, I believe those are from the Coral kit from Becky Higgins' Project Life. And that yellow one down at the bottom there is an Amy Tangerine card that I got. Like, I had bought like a grab bag from her website, and it came with a few of those cards. So it just got kind of tucked into my stash. And I'm just looking to balance this out because while there may be some layouts in between in my album, I just thought it would be nice to balance out the colors. So what I'm doing here is having sort of the yellow and red and blue with some black and white is basically, and so I'm going to use that all the way through and just balance those colors out for both. So here I'm just using this card really simply because it's such a cute card, and I'm just putting my dates on here. So this is July 13th to the 19th week. And what I'm doing is I decided, instead of trying to have the whole week laid out, and I'm always bonking it with my sleeve and cards are going flying everywhere, is to just move the whole sheet out of the way and just do a couple cards at a time. So let me know what you think about that method, and then I'm going to bring them all back again at the end so you can see the whole week spread and show you the cards individually. So just a little bit of a change from how I've been normally doing it. But yeah, it just kind of was driving me crazy, always knocking the cards everywhere and having to sort of straighten them out again, just because I'm a little OCD about that kind of stuff, and then, you know, it was distracting me from actually doing the cards. So yeah, here's two cards. That one right there that I'm writing on is a picture just of the front of the movie theater here, and the kids had gone to the theater. I had asked them to save their tickets for me, but they had gone in without me, and then when they came out, they didn't know where their tickets were. So I just snapped a picture of the front of the theater because they went to see the Minions movie, and it was one of the first times that they've gone by themselves. So we had my son's friend was staying here that week, and somehow I have no pictures of that at all, which is bizarre. Maybe it's just busy having an extra kid. And so by the Friday, I took them all down to the movie theater and dropped them off because my older son's 13, so they're pretty good about going in on their own, and got 2 hours to myself, which was awesome. And then that next photo there is my oldest son eating some strawberry shortcake, and that card said yum already, so that was pretty simple. And just used I'm using my stash for this, but I'm trying to use sort of really similar things, so some same kind of puffy stickers, and again just pulling it together by using the same colors. So this little bowl here is just a bowl that I use when I have little bits left over from kits, like little labels or cut aparts, and I just use those colors. So I used red, here I'm using black, and this is, I actually cut off the bottom of one of a 3x4 card because I thought it would work and I like the sentiment. And then I'm just pulling those colors together to make the whole spread look like it belongs together, and trying to keep it fairly simple. So here I'm using another little bit of a red cut apart, and I'm writing on that, and then that card that I cut apart, I cut the arrow out of it, says "So you." And there I'm using the same puffy stickers again, just to pull in some of the blue color. And just writing down where they were as a selfie my husband took with our 2 boys. So here's a set of 3. These kind of all go together. It was a wedding that we went to. It was really beautiful, and I did a layout for this as well that I'm going to have a video going up this week about. And it was a wedding of a friend of my husband's. They were friends way back in elementary school, and then my husband's family moved, and they kind of kept in touch sporadically over the years. But then when we moved here, we discovered that he actually lives in this city as well, as does most of his family. So they've reconnected and, you know, gone out and had a beer together and talked. And so when he got married, we were invited to go. And then there's a picture there of my husband with his friend, which was awesome. And there, we've got some other really lovely pictures from the wedding that my husband took that will, as I said, will be on the layout. And then I did a journaling card for this one as well, so that I had some space to write down about the wedding and where it was and where the reception was, etc. And you can just see me digging through my bowl there, just finding extra bits. Wasn't satisfied with what I found. I think I was looking for a certain color and wasn't finding it in the bowl. So here I've pulled out a little blue label, and that's from a pack of Studio Calico stickers, and just wanted to write something on the bottom there, just small. And yeah, in the attempt there to balance out those colors, because there's lots of yellow and there's red on that journaling card, but there's no blue, so I wanted to pull in more blue. But also luckily there's lots of blue in the photo as well because of the ocean there. So we are in fact, yes, standing right on a beach down at the ocean for this wedding. It was gorgeous, like totally gorgeous. Yeah, I was jealous. We got married 18 years ago, and we did get married right down near the ocean, but not right down on the beach. And yeah, it was really beautiful. So I don't know if you noticed there, when I cut off the bottom of that label, that it landed on my photo. So you can see on the large 4x6 photo there's like a white spot, and that is that label landing and then not coming off properly. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just having a look through to decide, finishing up that other card, but I'm going to have to go away and reprint that 4x6 on my selfie, which I ended up having to do twice because I rearranged my scrap room, and where my selfie was sitting, I accidentally knocked the cartridge of selfie paper off. So if you have a selfie, you know what I'm talking about. I knocked it off down onto the floor, and I hadn't realized that there's like a little flappy lid on there that you usually close and you open when you're sticking it in the selfie. That had flipped open, and my paper was sitting on the floor, and it damaged some of the top pieces of the paper. Oh, there I was stamping, and I was excited that I actually got it properly. So I tried to stamp it in black and realized you couldn't see it. So then I had to stamp over it in white, and it worked properly. So anyways, yeah, I was trying to reprint this photo, and I was really frustrated, and I was having issues with my selfie for some reason. And then there's this new program, like an app that popped up for the selfie, and that wasn't working. Anyways, this whole video has been a comedy of errors, and so while I'm really happy with this page, I'm super glad to be getting this done because it was just driving me nuts. But I stamped well, so that was good. Anyways, I had to reprint this photo several times. So here's me trying to pick that off. Totally not working. So what I'm doing is actually taking the embellishments off that I had on there because I liked them. Several hours later, literally, I am back now and finishing this off. Actually, I think I finished this off the next day. So I actually finished this off Sunday morning because it had been so frustrating. It had so many issues. Planning on getting the video up still on Sunday, and then, yeah, didn't happen. And because it was a selfie, they're slightly smaller than 4x6, so I just pulled out another 4x6 card to put it on with a little bit of blue on the edge. And then I'd also pulled out this rub-on that says "Happy for You," and I'm just putting that on. It's a little teeny bit crooked, but you know, with rub-ons, once you kind of have them sitting there, you can't really get them back off again, even though half the time when you're rubbing them, they don't come off properly. But that was how it worked out. And yeah, so that was an easy card because it was already pretty much done. And then this card, I didn't need the whole space, so I pulled out these fabric stickers from Amy Tangerine. with this blue, and I thought that helped balance this card out because there was so much yellow on it, to pull in that blue that I had on the rest of it. And as I said, I'm just saying where the wedding itself was and then where the reception was, and then the layout has some more information on it as well. Alrighty, I think, yes, that finishes it off. So there you can see the whole thing. And I'm just having a look at it now just to see if there's anything else I want to do. So the one thing that I decided I wanted to do is, because that camera has that craft color, I just wanted to pull in a little bit of wood veneer, or wood veneers in plural, just to pull a little bit of that as well in. Just I thought that it kind of needed that. And wood veneers are nice and small, so I'm just pulling in a few, mostly hearts, but there's a couple little stars as well, just because they made sense where they were going. So there's going to be a little star that goes on that top one there, I believe. It's too tiny for me to see, because there was another little puffy star on there that kind of had looked a bit like a starfish, because it's a photo of the water. And then I'm pulling in some little hearts on this card right here. I think I only pull in just the one on that one, because otherwise it seemed like overkill. And then on this one right here, that's the movie theater, I pulled in some stars as well. I think I pulled in 3 in the little corner there, because that made sense, going to the movies with stars. And I think that's all I did. And I'm going to show you them now in close-ups. Sorry, I don't have a photo close-up as well. I just really needed to get this video out because it's so late. And yeah, iMovie was not 100% cooperating either. So I hope you enjoy. Sorry for all the whining about getting the video out, because you know that I like doing them. It was just one of those weeks where it was not working out so hot for me. And I'm going to get some videos done today, and then it gives me lots of time to learn my new program. So I'll see you guys again next week for Project Life, and I've got 2 more videos coming.